General Electric, or GE, was founded by Thomas Edison in 1889 when he merged many businesses into just one corporation. He did this with the help of J.P. Morgan and Anthony Drexel. In 1886, GE was one of the first 12 companies listed on the newly formed Dow Jones Industrial Average. After 120 years, they're the only one of the 12 original companies still listed on the index. In the early 1900s, the company was one of the first to enter the new business of voice radio broadcasting, out of which came Radio Corporation America, or RCA, a massive company of the 20th century.
There's nothing we want to watch on TV tonight, but we're still going to watch something great with our RCA video disc player and video discs. Just flip a switch. We're watching a great movie, and you're watching us.
Also around this time, GE was the company that would introduce the first electric toasters and hot plates, a mini revolution for home cooking. In the 30s, the company responded to the Great Depression by introducing GE Consumer Finance so customers could pay for their new appliances over time. It was the 1930s and 40s that saw GE usher in innovations like the fluorescent lamp and the first autopilot for commercial applications. Interestingly enough, in the 1950s, GE was the first business in the world to own a computer, and they were the largest user of computers outside of the US government. After this, GE started manufacturing their own mainframe computers and even their own operating system. Alongside companies like IBM and Honeywell, GE was actually one of the major 8 computer companies of the 1960s. This era came to an end in the 1970s when they sold their computer division to Honeywell. Throughout the 20th century, GE expanded into many fields, one of which was energy, and in 2002, the company acquired wind power assets from Enron when they went bankrupt. As it turns out, Enron Wind was the only surviving US manufacturer of large wind turbines at the time. By the end of the 20th century and the start of the 21st century, GE was a true global giant and a household name. Today, General Electric is now ranked number 24 in the Fortune 500 in terms of revenue. Let's take a look at some aspects of its actual size. General Electric has 305,000 employees with a revenue of $146 billion and over $650 billion worth of assets. That's more than the GDP of Sweden or Norway, or 2 times the GDP of Singapore. The company is also listed as number 9 on the Forbes World's Most Valuable Brand list.